Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're talking about 7.3.3, and we're talking about the idea of finding a perimeter with straight edges and curved edges. We're going to use the example of a track. At the end, I am going to give you an extra credit question to kind of work out, try and figure out, see what you can do. So right now, we are talking about finding the perimeter of what we're measuring. So we need this semicircle. Whoop, trying to follow the line the best I can. There we go. But then we notice that we actually have two of them. And so we can sit there and realize that if we have two semicircles, that means we actually have one circle. So I'm actually going to find the circumference of a full circle. Or I could go through, find half if I wanted to, because I could just find the half and at the end just double what I have. Now, a couple of things I got to realize is right now I have a radius, not a diameter, and circumference asks for diameter. So I then have to say, well, diameter is equal to 2 radii. Knowing that, I have a radius, so I plug my radius into here and I get diameter equals 2 times 32, which means my diameter is 64. Normally we'd be done, but we actually have to use this to now plug in over here. So now I'm gonna get circumference is equal to 64 times pi. Now, after I've done that, what I'm going to be able to do is know that the circumference of my circle is 64 times pi. If I'm talking in terms of pi, I can leave that, but then I have to add the hundreds. All I found is the circumference of my circle. I have not found the perimeter of my shape. So another way to look at it is I can plug in 3.14 into this and I get 200.96. That's when I substitute in 3.14. So 200.96 is my circumference. That's my kind of starting point here. Now I realize that this is 100 meters. But then I have another one. See, it's a good idea to kind of trace over and get that figured out. So this is going to be equal to, let's just write it vertically down instead of horizontally. So 100 plus 100 is 200. Sorry, this was 96. And then 200.96 plus, well, 200 plus 200 is 400, and then the 0.96. So I have a total perimeter of 400.96 meters. With that stated, what I can do is, or now the question becomes, what is the difference if each lane is another 2 feet? What is the perimeter of this track? And then I double that to go all the way around. If every lane was another 2 feet, what's the third one? What's the fourth one? What's the total perimeter somebody's going to run if they're in a track meet if each lane was an additional 2 meters, sorry, not 2 feet, 2 meters, knowing the inside is 400.96 meters. Make sure you're taking notes, ask questions, write any questions you got down for when you come in tomorrow. You can go ahead and work on 7.3.3. You can do that tonight or work on it tomorrow. And remember, guys, it's about getting the understanding and the reasoning and not about the answer. We'll see you tomorrow.